green. No messing around here, Braden.
Well, come on, Carina, get on your feet and make some noise. 30 laps for the drivers and their toys. 24 of the best. Who will shine? It's Carina Classic time!
Down into turn one, they go in a pretty even dispatch. Cook on the outside of Joel Berkeley. Gary Harris Jr. is in third spot. We're starting. They're all checked up behind Cherie Barron. There's a cluster of cars back there in the second half of the racetrack. But our leaders have run the first lap and we've got one in the books.
It's going to be the Brisbane 50 knob. Joel Berkeley to lead lap number one of the Carina Classic. But look at Gary Harris Jr. He got to the inside and Cook made a little bit of contact. Lifted the rear end of 15 car up off the ground. But no harm, no foul. They still run second and third.
Scotty down the inside of the 46 machine. Bit of contact, but we stay running. Ingham's there in the 61 on the bottom of the racetrack.
Don't tell you, pulls 26 car on to the infield and out of this race. Richie Cook looking pretty racy right now, right behind Berkeley in the lead. Acosta, another one who pulls up to the infield. Looking at high, but Richie Cook is running there for it and trying to diamond it off the corners.
Yes, certainly is. The bottom's quite slippery. And Cook trying to get some sort of a drive in mid-track, but he's got to be careful. He lets himself open to Gary Harris Jr. Oh, big crash. Ian Bell
on the infield has parked the Bundaberg 73 up on its side.
almost have a bit of concertina happening on the back straight as everyone's trying to argue for position. Frank Packer buried through the field. He's had a shocker overnight. As we get set to go green, past the cone, Berkeley will lead them away.
Into turn one, they go for the first time. Most of the cars are in the gutter of the track. Corey Jennings is the first one to try and move it high. Very loose. Ricky Ingham, he has been on fire tonight to Gladstone 61. Up in the fifth spot now.
I'd say there's an issue with the Jennings machine. Jarius gets the left front up on the curb and waves to us here on the infield. He's getting the inside of Andrew Beaton as Junior looks to the inside of Cook now.
Brendan Cowley, the Sunshine Coast 61 start. Ball spiking on the right hand side of that base car. That's looking pretty sinister right there. Down the front straightaway, one more time. Berkeley threw it into turn one and hit the car, running sideways. Harris Junior though up the inside of Cook. He's up to second place.
Junior doesn't need a second invitation. And he's through into second spot out to chase Berkeley now.
Oh, here we go. This is going to be good, Brendan. The L&L painting, Embry Racing, Bundaberg 26 has been on rails for the last month or two. Won the feature race out here last night at Carina, and it's looking very comfortable. Look how straight that car sits. So smooth. As Cowley brings the 61 on the infield, we've seen that car go up in smoke before, Brendan.
Certainly have. Big lot of smoke. Look at the fire crew just come up to check out Jim Cowley's car. But while that's happening, it's still Berkeley lead up from Gary Harris Jr. to get in the inside of Rosa into turn 1 and 2. Not much between those top two cars. Cook's dropped off a little bit, but here comes Gary Harris Jr.
Right to the back bumper of the 59 of Berkeley. Looks to the inside this time through turn 3. Oh, what a defense, Rosa! Will Rosa against the fence in turn number 4. The car just turned right. Couldn't do much more than that. And the Sunshine Coast 57 stops in the middle of turn number 4.
Thankfully, it didn't roll down further onto the racetrack after the contact there. Richard Cook had just gone underneath him too in that corner. And Ricky Ingham, Kalgoulis and Jarius. Lights go green, we're away.
Nice, good start from Berkeley once again. Pulls a couple of car lengths to Harris in second. Cook looks to the inside of Harris. Oh, Ingham That Gladstone 61, Brendan, it's been on rails. Picked up a heat race win, should have had two. And it's running in the top 5 right now.
Yeah, Carl looks good. He's got the SC23 in front of him, but going to be easy to pass. Oh, as Harris goes down the inside of Joel Berkeley into turn 1 and 2. Down the back straight they come. Junior closes upstairs. Basically said, want to go right, slips to the bottom.
A big quarter to left the books. You've got a new race leader, Gary Harris Jr. out front of this one. Got Mr. Highside, Joel Berkeley. Has through the rear bump with the Bundaberg 26. Richard Cook with the next one and the battling it out for fifth now. Now Jules and Ingham coming panels on the back straight.
Yeah, just that pass on Berkeley let Cook back into this battle. But just as I say that, Junior clears out once more. Berkeley makes a ton of space on corner entry. As Scotty is not clear of Ingham.
So Taylor 2 stories in the front. Oh, Berkeley bicycles on the entry and turn up at 3. Brings the coach in time to make the corner. I was going to say, look how different the lines are, Brendan. Berkeley once again, Mr. Highside to the top of the racetrack. Drives it so hard in the corner. But Harris Jr. able to get the exit each and every time. That car's so smooth right now at the front.
Yeah, the way it exits the corner, it's just no trouble at all for the Bundaberg 26. Just puts the power down so smoothly. As Berkeley's got Cook for company now. Those two have battled time and time again here.
Ricky Cook to the outside of Berkeley. Gets in the bit of the bumper. Berkeley's got issues. That rear end's gone.
Rear tyre gone, rear tyre.
Tyre flat. Oh, the Brisbane 59. The Jersey group like Darren Lester been talking about. If that car finished, every feature race has started. It'd be one of the most competitive cars in the country.
And the bad luck follows the Brisbane 59. But that leaves Gary Harris Jr. in charge of this one. With a handicap back to Richard Cook and Adrian Stott. Now's got his mirrors. If he had him fall of Kalgoorlis, our Stotty's car's expired. Just as I say that, he's out.
Kalgoorlis now, he's up to third spot in this. Ingham running in fourth. Josh Jarvis advances to fifth. Look at Frank Packer. Sitting in the background there. Running in seventh right now. Started way back in this one and just picking his way forward, Brendan.
He certainly is. Scotty's done a full circulation. Oh, heavy contact to the outside wall.
Packer and Vito. Packer got a bit of a run on the outside. Vito didn't know he was there. Putting towards the fence, Kalgoorlis. Looking up the inside of Brower, and as Ingham goes around with contact between him and Jarius. He's going to lose wholesale positions now.
He's gone from fourth back to about 10 in the space of one corner. It's still Junior leader. Stotty's still rolling up against the fence, can't find a way down.
Where do you look right now? Jarius and Packer is again.
Heavy contact as they go past the slower car of Cherie Barron.
Frank Packer just hit the wall in front of the tower. Absolute big time. He's done damage.
Yeah, and I think the Bundaberg 77 Ken Goes car will retire to the infield. Oh, just in time, France collects to the right rear Packer.
How was that not a massive accident?
Meanwhile, Gary Harris Jr. has just about half a lap on the rest of a very strong production sedan field.
We got cars trying to pull up the racetrack on both sides now. Kalgoorlis is running in third spot. Jarius finds himself in fourth with Andrew Beaton in fifth.
DJ Leonard will be the next one there, the Rockhampton 18 holding the heels of Vito. The Bundaberg 7 car, look out, just here they come. 4 cars coming out from the bottom position.
The Junior in a league of his own right now. Out in front of the Bundaberg 26. Richard Cook's the whole length of the straightaway and then some. Back in second spot. Blue flag still being shown as our race leader puts another one a lap down.
Gary Harris Jr. has lapped up to, what is that, 7th position right now? And he's not done yet. There's a big pack of cars he's going to close in on. That's for 4th, 5th, 6th, and there's 7th.
Vito trying that run up the inside. He's trying his best down the back chute, but those cars are all locked together.
Ricky Ingham back on the attack.
Cook's out. Cook's out.
Oh,
He's
you're
out.
kidding.
The closing stages, the Gladstone 15's out of this one as well. So we're down to Junior, and then we go all the way back to Kalgoulis. In second spot, he's coming through turn 3 right now. And then it's Josh Jarius finds himself in third spot.
Adrian Scott's the right idea. He can just finish this race. He's already in the top 10, Brendan. He's 5 laps down, maybe more.
Spot on, mate. 5 to go.
Here we go. And Gary Harris Jr. is about to lap 6th spot on the racetrack.
Oh, Ingham trying to go down the inside of Jarius. Vito would absolutely love to get on this podium. It's right there in front of him. DJ Lennon's there as well, but these guys are going to get blue flags. As the leader has now caught this group of cars.
This Embry racing car is on fire. They've got something in this machine, and it has been fantastic. Oh, Vito using the top of the track. Harris gets up the inside, gets to the back bumper. Oh, jeez, that was close. What if there's a minimum speed rule and speedway because he's wanting to force it?
Oh, Ingham just hampering the side of the Jarius machine, exiting turn 4. He does it again, lap after lap. Lennon's still there. This is for third. Mind you, they're about to be lapped by your race leader.
What a drive from Mr. Harris Jr. Please stay
Jarius across the rear end. He's gone.
Ingham up to 3rd place now.
He's been gifted third spot.
White flag is waving. One more lap to go for the Carina Classic. Down the back, straight away goes your race leader. He's just about to put a lap on 4th spot, and the yellows come out. Oh, are you kidding me?
We could have finished the race. We've got a car stopped down there in turn 4.
Tyson Jennings, the Rockhampton 5 car.
The call for the yellows. I'm glad I'm not a steward. I want to let them run. We're pretty much home and hose.
NASCAR yellow.
We might even get a declare. I don't see much changing in that last lap.
Production Sedan Carina Classic, and we are green.
Down into turn 1 they go. Junior, your leader from Kalgoulis and Ingham. DJ Lennon would be the next one as these top 4 cars we think are the only ones left on the lead lap that can win this race. They'll come through 3 and 4 and collect the white flag as Ingham looks to the inside on Kalgoulis.
That's exactly what Harris Jr. needed, was a poor exit from Kalgoulis because he was all over the back bumper of him. Ricky Ingham got to the inside but couldn't do much more than that. They come through turn 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag and they're ready for your Carina Classic winner. It's Gary Harris Jr.
Fist in the air for Gary Harris Jr. He's wrapped with that. Kalgoulis will get home for 2nd. Ingham will get 3rd. Lennon 4th. Then Andrew beaten Jarius, who spun from 3rd spot. One of the many heartbreak stories of this final. But our winner, the inaugural Production Sedan Carina Classic, brought to you by AAA Home Loans White Bay. It's Gary Harris Jr. Stellar drive.
Rocco on Carina as he makes his way for some donuts in turn number 2. $1,500 goes to the Vandenberg team, to the Embry Racing, L&L Painting, and Gary Harris Jr.
Once again, Autobahn Carina Speedway put on another great show in all the sections here tonight, mate, and fantastic to see. Brandon, Braden, it has been a fantastic season. We might have lost a couple during the year, but what we put on this is just a showcase tonight.
Yeah, huge season we've had here, even with a couple of rain out.